Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be walking through how to set up and use the EM Test PCD 8S-3-690-1000-100 combination wave surge CDN, which is rated for up to 690 volts AC, 1000 volts DC, and up to 100 amps. During today's video, we'll start by talking a little bit about the coupler. Then we'll move on to how to change the different coupling configurations and get the system operational. And then finally, we'll walk through how to configure the CDN with our EM Test NX7 system. This EM Test manual coupling decoupling network is designed for use with the NX5 and NX7 systems, as well as the NSG 3040 and 3060A series. During today's video, we will be using the EM Test NX7, which you'll see on the left right now. This coupler is designed for testing for combination wave surges in accordance with IEC 61000-4-5, as well as the ANSI requirements. Now let's go ahead and let's take a little closer look at the coupling decoupling network. Taking a look at the EM Test PCD 8S-3 series CDN, it's very similar to that of the Tessex CDN 3083S100 and functions in very much the same way. Let's go ahead and start from the left side of the unit and work our way right. The first thing you will notice on the left side are the input terminals, and they are gray, and they are open and closed with an isolated Allen key, which is included with the CDN. Just to the right of that, extending upwards on the CDN, you will notice the synchronization unit. Just continuing right, kind of passing towards the middle of the CDN, you will see two large boxes. Those are the surge coupling units, and you will see for today's video, we do have two of those surge coupling units on our CDN. These units allow for different coupling paths to be changed. These two units allow for both the ANSI and IEC coupling methods. However, should you only need the IEC coupling methods, you will only need one of these surge coupling units. Finally, all the way on the right side, you will see the output terminals for the CDN, and those will be going towards the EUT. Alright, so that should just about wrap up walking through a little bit about the coupler itself. Now let's go ahead and walk through the necessary connections to our EM Test NX7 to get our coupling decoupling network operational. Here you're going to find the backside of our EM Test NX7, and there's two different series of connections that need to be made from our transient generator to our coupling decoupling network. The first is going to be the direct out for our combination wave surges, and we have the high going to our surge coupling unit and the low going to the corresponding connection on the CDN. Just to the right of that, you'll see two red wires. Those are going to our sync in, and we have those going to the synchronization unit on our coupling decoupling network. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at the coupling configurations briefly. As we mentioned previously, this is a manual coupling decoupling network, and the different coupling configurations are achieved by manually changing the different connections on the CDN. So taking a look in front of us right now, we have the Amatec coupling guide for our PCD 8 series CDN, and this just walks through the different connections for the different coupling methods. So I'm not sure if you can see the whole document. It is a 10-page long document, and it covers both the ANSI as well as the IEC coupling methods. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at our CDN and show everyone how those different manual connections are made. Alright, just as we showed previously, the different coupling configurations can be changed using the connections on our PCD 8S3 series coupling decoupling network. Now let's go ahead and let's show an IEC line 1 to neutral configuration. So to do that, we're going to have our generator low output, which is the purple cord right here. We're going to go ahead and connect that low to neutral, just like that. It just clicks in place right there. You give it a slight tug just to be sure it is seated properly. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the output from our surge coupling unit. The one we are using is the one on the left. We're going to go ahead and connect that one to line 1. See, just like that. And for this coupling configuration, we are only using one of our surge coupling units. However, if you are doing some ANSI coupling configurations, you may have to use the second surge coupling unit. Alright, so that should just about wrap up how we make the different connections on our PCD series coupler to provide the different coupling configurations. Let's go ahead and let's start up our EM Test NX7 and show how we add the PCD 8 series coupler into the software. Alright, here's the starting display for our EM Test NX7. Now let's go ahead and walk through how we enter our PCD 8 series coupler as an option when we're conducting combination wave surge testing. Now let's go ahead and click Menu in the upper left hand corner. Go to the second one from the bottom called Setup. And we're interested in the equipment in the bottom third of the screen right there. Now let's go ahead and let's click External Couplers. Now you'll see under this screen right now, we have no external couplers added yet. So let's go ahead and click Add. And let's go to PCD right there. And then we're looking for our PCD 8 S-3 series. So let's go down. There we are. And there we have it, the PCD 8 S-3-690-1000-100. So go ahead and select that and then hit Add. Alright, so that's how it's done. And then when you are going to your combination wave surge menu, you should see this coupling decoupling network as an option. Alright, that should just about complete our video today as we've walked through a little bit about the EM Test PCD 8 S-3-690-1000-100. We began the video by talking a little bit about this manual coupling decoupling network. Then we moved on to some of the different connections on the system, how to modify some of the different connections to meet the IEC and ANSI requirements, and then finally how to enter it in our compact NX7 to allow it to be selected as an option for testing. We appreciate everyone's time as we've walked through this video. We hope it's been useful, and please keep us in mind if you ever need any rental EMC test equipment, including the compact NX7 and EM Test PCD 8 S-3-690-1000-100 we used in the video today. Thank you.